somewhere over the rainbow.
Everyone, welcome to A Flourishing Lotus. I just wanted to get right into giving you all an update as to what's been going on with me. I created this channel some months ago, but I had no idea how difficult it was going to be for me to be consistent with it. As the daylight started to get shorter and the darkness, meaning the nights were longer, my desire as well as my discipline had waned from creating content and videos. However, it's a new season, it's spring, and it's a new year, and I am gratefully out of the slump, and so I'm ready to get back into it. This is a short video just to give you an update on my training. Remember, my goal is to run a marathon in all 50 states, so let's get right into it. I'm thrilled to say that in October of 2024, I ran the Army 10 miler, which was in Washington, D.C., as well as the Richmond Half Marathon in November. The Army 10 miler was the first race I had ran since 2019. It's also the longest distance, meaning of double digits, that I have ran in a very long time. See, let me give you a bit of a backstory because this is important. In 2019, my experience was a terrible one. It was a damp day, it was gray out, I was stressed, I was in nursing school, I was in a mental space to where I was questioning my life choices. Like seriously, I thought I was going to drop out of a nursing school. Anyway, I ran that race without any music because in the race packet, it was strongly recommended not to do so. That's the first time that I've ever ran a race, or at least a race of that size, without any music, and it was terrible. In fact, that's the first time I've ever run a distance of 10 miles and feeling like it was straight trash. I have enjoyed running distance for many years. And even the runs that were not good runs, I think that they still had a positive effect on my mood. However, that race was not the case. Instead, I felt like it was pushing me deeper into my depression, so to speak. It had nothing to do with the time. It was just how I was feeling. So then what happened? A few weeks after that, I was in my NP's office with results from a pregnancy test. I learned that I was 16 weeks pregnant. That had helped explain so much. I had signed up to run the same race in 2020 because I knew I had to have a much better time or a much better experience. And well, you all know what happened in 2020. We don't need to go over that. So fall 2020 came, and the only option for me was to run it virtually, and that wasn't going to cut it, so I didn't do it. And then 2023, I registered again. The plan was to run that race with my oldest son. However, the training run that I did that helped me decide that I was not going to run that race was an 8-mile run. I felt as if I was running with my eyes closed. Like I felt like a zombie. Although I had my nutrition with me, I had my hydration, it was just a really bad feeling. Earlier that year, 2023, I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's. Yet this was, at this point, this was the first time that I have done any type of serious-ish training after the diagnosis. And I had no idea how much the illness was going to affect my body. At least not in the way of training. So, and from that experience, it put me in the mindset of I may not ever be able to run distance again or any serious distance again. So went through my bouts of depression or, feeling down about it. And here it is, 2024 came up and I decided to train for a half marathon. So I wanted to train for the half marathon and then do the Army 10 milers as one of my training runs. So that's exactly what I did. No, you're good. Go ahead. Yeah. You're fine. It is not recording out in public. But your girl does not want to get anyone in the picture. So October 13th was race day, and on that morning I had my coffee, my 2 pieces of quinoa bread with a little bit of butter. I know I'm not supposed to be eating dairy. I also used dried strawberries as my fuel for the race, and water. The race was to start at 8 o'clock. I wasn't concerned about starting on time because I don't usually start with my pace group, even when I was a much faster runner. This was just going to be a fun training run for me. And I just wanted to make sure that I showed up at the start and that I completed the race, because previous years that didn't happen. I'm happy to say I did just that. All right. About to start this race. My last race was 5 years ago. Let's see how this goes. Peace.
Your love can't stop, won't stop. There's mommy right there. See? See right there? Let's go, love. Good job. Looking good, love.
Coming up on the midpoint, 5 miles. Slight uphill. Feeling pretty good. But race season wasn't over. Remember, I was training for a half marathon. So on November 16th, I ran the Richmond Half Marathon in Richmond, Virginia. I don't have any footage, not any pictures. I went into that race pretty much feeling the same, with the same attitude. I felt very positive. I was really grateful, and I was just happy to be there, happy to make it to the start line and completion. For that race, the only thing that I changed was I ate the dried bananas along with the dried strawberries. I also had my Camelback for my water. I drank my LMNT, my electrolyte, before the race because I couldn't put it in my Camelback. And the course was cool. There weren't too many hills. The race was much larger than I anticipated. And by the time I had connected with my husband, I was cold, sore, and hungry. So my mood wasn't the greatest. So I don't have any pictures. However, I'm grateful for the opportunity to do what I enjoy. I'm grateful for my health, grateful for the support of my bestie, which is my husband. And I was just so grateful. If at any time you feel like you can't do a thing like you used to, I'll save you time by telling you you can't. Nor are you expected to. Your body is different. Your mind is different. Your responsibilities are different. You are different. Instead of focusing on how you used to be or how you used to do a thing and how easy it used to be, embrace where you are now. Make the necessary adjustments. Breathe and thrive in this current version of yourself. Thanks for spending time with me. If you vibe with my content and you would like to build community, please hit the like, share, and subscribe button. You can also follow me on Instagram at A Flourishing Lotus. Peace.
Sun.